Hello and welcome to Acadia RPG. My name is Shane Stevens and I'm your Dungeon Master. You are here watching the Forest and Field campaign.
Field and Forest.
Field and Forest. You're joined by our wonderful players Meredith and Brittany. And we're here to play some D&D, have some fun, joke around, and yeah, have fun. See how long they hold it. Pose. Ready now and pose. No, I'm just going to keep holding it. That's okay.
Falling.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us this evening.
I can push you back. Thank you.
Happy to have you here. For those of you watching live or watching later on YouTube, always appreciate it. Appreciate the likes, the views, all that good stuff.
All the peoples.
All the attention.
You'll notice tonight, if you've seen our stream before, is we have a new table. Made by yours truly. I channeled my woodworking skills and built us a fancy gaming table.
That he's been dying for years.
Yeah, I have been. Well, it's not necessarily a full table. It's actually a topper on top of our old table. But eventually it'll turn into a regular table. But
Eventually.
it should be fun. And yeah, we're excited to try it out and see how it goes. I might end up having to lower it a little bit and change it up, but we'll see.
Because we're short.
If you can't tell.
Oh, thank you for joining our stream. Glad to have you in the chat. We got people chatting tonight.
Oh, hi. Can't see you.
Getting us into the chat. You still won't see the comment that's already up there, though.
Ah, dang.
Is it somebody new?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. Welcome.
Thank you for joining us. Oh, no, it's Ben.
Oh, hey, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
Ben? Oh, cool. Hi.
I was reading the username, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. I know who that is.
Which Ben?
The only Ben.
The one that plays with us.
Oh, that Ben.
Yes.
Sorry, we know multiple Bens.
I know we want both the little Bens. It's okay.
I don't. You're the only Ben in my life.
Let's see.
It's not going to do that.
But anyway, pretty stoked to have a new table. Yeah, it's just me.
I can...
You act like that's a bad thing.
Haha!
You've been on stream before. You're special.
Yes.
Yeah, but anyway, so yep, new gaming table, that's new tonight. For notes, I believe it's the Monday, I think it's the 1st. We will not have a stream that week.
Yes.
We got some personal stuff going on, so we're going to skip that stream.
Keep working on it.
I'll get it out there eventually. I might play a rerun on our Twitch channel, so there might still be some stuff to watch if you're interested. So be looking out for that. But we will not do a live stream that night. We got personal stuff going on that week. The next week we might be back on, but I'll post updates to our social media. So be looking out for that. We got more one-shots in different campaign or different rule settings in the works. I'm starting to work on reading up on some of the other books. Some books for possibly a Star Trek one-shot and a Lord of the Rings one-shot.
Ooh.
So that'll be a lot of fun. So.
Ooh.
Hope to have you guys join up for that. And yeah, with that, I don't think there's anything else to go over. So we can go ahead and begin tonight's
Episode.
Yeah, I'm trying not to steal things I hear all the time. But anyway.
Tonight's session.
So where we last left off, our adventurers, had kind of a crazy day. Weird. Well, they were weird. So you guys had started off your day, and were informed by Wendell that there was going to be a council meeting later that day to go.
I don't want to make this decision.
It's okay. I have chosen.
I know you have, and I don't know if I like that decision.
That's okay. You'll just go with it.
I know. I have no choice.
This is true. I am a force of nature.
So you guys have were informed that there was a council meeting to discuss how they were going to deal with the Fae problem of the people who are basically the Fae who's invading the Dawnwood.
Not this Fae, but that Fae.
That Fae, different Fae. So you guys,
The bad Fae.
The Fae as a type, not Fae as a name. So you guys went to the council meeting, wasting some time during the day to do some shopping or actually some practicing and training and reading.
That's right. Lots of reading.
But then you guys headed out to the kind of like commune.
The where?
Sorry, I heard a squeaking sound. I was trying to figure out what
That
it
was Brittany.
Oh. It sounded like a squeak. It sounded like Nixie like woofing downstairs. I was trying to figure out what it was.
This is what I get for humming.
It's
All right, go.
just like.
Yeah, I know. That was me. I'm fine.
You went to the council meeting after a day spent kind of practicing and doing your own thing. About halfway through the council meeting, you guys got special seating with Wendell, who had a box seat. There was lots of people there in attendance.
Lots of boring politics.
They were talking...
And your friends.
Yes! The freaking crossing guy!
Who we still have not identified.
Nope.
Well, I asked Wendell.
Oh, that's right. Did he tell you, though?
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
he told you they were
Okay.
Because
we were not able to identify them at all.
And then Wendell
You're
told me,
rolling
and I was...
Garbage.
And then Pip remembered too, I need to have them change their name.
Oh yeah, for Ben who's watching right now, the crossing guards were in attendance, but not you and and Ashley. So, just as a note.
Pip was still like, ah!
But yeah, so the crossing guards were there. There's all sorts of people there in attendance. You also saw one of your old friends in the audience, who was Darius, who was there representing the Oak Guard.
Darius.
So talks went for a while, and after a little bit, all of a sudden, you guys started...
Hush fell over the crowd.
Yeah. Things started turning. Like, it got imperceptibly colder.
No, the water started.
Louder.
Oh, the water got louder. That's right.
We didn't get to talk to people till after the fight.
Right. Well, yeah, I couldn't remember what brought on the fight, so the water got slightly louder.
Yep.
As it got louder, and you guys just barely noticed it.
Just barely. Not that I could figure anything out about it, because I was rolling garbage!
Yeah, you were rolling garbage.
Oh my lord. Tragic.
Farbaros, who was
Farberware.
the Fey mastermind behind the attacks against the Dogwood, appeared in the middle of the council chambers. Made his evil statement of intent, and
I intend.
left
I intend
post-haste,
to be evil.
leaving a bunch of water weirds to attack the citizens and particularly the council members.
Or weird waters.
Who were weird waters. So you guys jumped into action, literally, because you had to get out of the box.
Well, I did not actually.
Yeah, that's fair.
I did.
I stayed in the box, and so did Daffodil.
That's fair.
That was just me.
So Pip jumped into action. The rest of you guys huddled into action and started attacking the water weirds. You managed to destroy all the ones that were attacking the counselors. In the meantime, Wendell was performing his own spell, which triggered just as you guys finished off the water weirds, or the ones attacking the council members, and destroyed all the ones in the area. You were then... Pixie, sit. You're moving the camera.
So just like you're talking to me?
So the... so he destroyed all the water weirds, and the council was kind of, more or less, people were just trying to figure out what was going on. And you were approached by one of the council members, Wolven by the name of Keeley, who came up to you and informed you that, or said that she had heard about some of your exploits from the Oak Guard, and had asked if you guys were going to be staying in town for the next day because they might have a job for you.
Don't they always?
You had your own speculations about what this job was, but you guys headed home for the evening, discussed it with Wendell some, had dinner, and went to bed. And that, after a while, is where we left off. And now, you both find yourselves in your now familiar, comfortable beds after kind of a long night, sleep and rest, and thoughts plaguing your head about what to do next. Many paths are starting to appear and options for what you would like to do.
Many. 2.
Yeah, but that's a lot for you guys.
It's true. It's twice as many brain cells as we have between us.
So you guys woke up in your beds. It's a kind of more of a dreary day outside. It's not particularly sunny. You have a feeling there might be a rain later. But you guys can make your way out of bed and downstairs to a kind of a tasty breakfast.
Kind of tasty. Not a whole lot tasty, but kind of.
You know, just kind of.
Only kind of. Only slightly.
A somewhat tasty breakfast.
Yeah. So you guys can make your way downstairs and have breakfast. But it's up to you guys. However you guys want to start your day.
Sure. But if Pip really thinks that it's gonna be like going into the Feywild sort of thing, Pip is now like starting to really wonder if we go there, what preparation she will have to make, informing people like her brother and her mother and Orthrius and all the important people in her life that she is gonna go and she might not come back. Or she might come back totally different, like a weird creature with like 6 arms and...
Going to certain death, don't wait up.
I might not come back in our lifetime. I love you all.
And they're just gonna think she's being dramatic.
It's true. Damn! It's like, I'm sad about that.
So.
Well, she might not know that they're just gonna think she's dramatic.
She has a feeling.
She's aware of her status as a drama llama.
Yes. She is the middle child. She has to be the drama llama.
Be right back, passing out. I'm an eldest child, so I don't give a damn.
If you don't have some drama llama as middle child, you're not going to be noticed. I know. So sad. Poor Pip.
So yeah, you guys are downstairs having breakfast. It's a little while. Wendell eventually comes down and joins you. He greets the two of you, or the three of you. Says,
2.5.
"Well, good morning. How'd you sleep last night?"
Get him a little shake.
What?
How did you sleep?
Sleep? Oh, yeah. I don't know.
I guess that's fair. You feeling alright this morning?
No.
Anything in particular?
No.
I see. Faye, how about you?
Quite well, thank you.
Wonderful. And you, Daff? Oh, I'm doing great. That's good to hear. A deal.
No potato famines.
I've received word this morning. The council asked if you could meet them in their chambers for lunch this afternoon.
Yeah. Slump.
I see. You feel like a little uncertain about the decision you think they were going to make you ask.
Yes.
How so?
What if we die? There.
I mean, you could have died in a number of ways.
Well, no, there. And nobody knows, like, nobody can find your bodies. Or what if we come back and it's 100 years later and everybody we know and love is dead and the whole world's already dead and gone?
Well, that's certainly a possibility. The Feywild does do weird things as you enter and exit.
What if I come back with 6 arms?
Then you'll be able to pick up 3 times as many things.
Sounds like you could have more swords.
But I have to find new clothes.
You love shopping.
No. I enjoy it. For other people.
I pick up Daffodil and I throw him at her.
Oh!
Considering, like, I'm a foxing and he's only a hedgehog, like, I could do it.
There's actually a rule book that was put out. I think it
For
was
throwing smaller creatures?
Yes, it is like Hobbit throwing for beginners or something like that.
Love it!
And it has a complete set of rules for throwing smaller characters.
Love it.
I think somebody, I can't remember, I saw it on DM's Guild one time. They made quite a rave.
Sorry, I'm just picturing Pip like, okay, Dad, I'm just gonna chuck you at someone and if you feel something squish.
Nobody tosses a hedgehog.
Alright, Daph, stop spinning really fast. I'm gonna throw you around the room. That's fair.
Yeah, just dance moves. Wah! And just like chuck him around the room. That'd be great.
Love it.
So, well, I mean, those are all real possibilities. I mean, there's a chance any number of things could happen. The Feywild is wild, not only just because it's forest, and uncultured forest to that, but also, you know, the wild magic that's abundant there.
Well, what about my nemesis? You'll go unchecked.
Ah, that's fair. I understand.
I just got my nemesis.
I mean, whatever nemesis, I'm sure he's quite formidable to be your nemesis.
What about my family in Orthrius?
Well, I think they'll understand. It's been a while since you've seen them anyway.
time are we supposed to meet them?
At lunchtime.
What time is it now?
Breakfast. So probably like
Still?
8 or 9. You guys are just talking, so. In RP, I mean, time passes normally. When you guys are doing stuff, that's when we kind of like speed up or slow it down.
Disgust. Alright, then I'm gonna be finishing my breakfast and effing off to go read a book or something.
Okay. You notice as Faye gets up and leaves.
Okay.
I understand it's a tough decision, but I think you and Faye will be able to make the right one. Who knows? They might even not even ask what you think you're gonna ask.
No. It's hopeless. Have to go in the Feywild.
Is this Meredith or Pip?
Yes.
Don't ask that question. I don't like it. Maybe both.
Sure. So, well, it's completely up to the two of you. If you have quarrels, you should talk to Faye about it.
No.
Deaf.
No, it's okay.
All right.
They
then.
need me.
I
They
do-
need someone to be the / ready person.
No, that's probably true, yeah.
I think that's true. You all make a good team. Certainly true.
They need a hero.
I need a hero. Anyway,
I mean, they don't have a cloak of glowing, so they need me.
that's fair. You can never go into a good fight without one of those.
It's true. The best magical item ever.
I would agree.
Oh, wait. We had the thing of darkness. Somebody else has to make sure that they use this while we're gone.
Oh, that is a good point. Well, I mean, it only works for about a mile radius, doesn't it?
Yeah, but still.
Well, I think it would be fair. Like, we could hold on. One of us, all three of us band, could hold on to it for you.
Well, you're one of Orthrus's band.
I would be happy to hold on to it.
If that is to happen.
Mm-hmm. If it is to happen, I'll be glad to stow whatever you need. You can even transport some of it back to the Maple College if needed.
Oh, cool.
Maple Archivists.
I mean,
What's our town name? Mapleton?
Mapleton. Yeah.
Okay, I was right.
Okay, Pip's done with the conversation.
All right. Well, I've got some experiments to go work on. If you need me, you know where to find me.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So, Faye went off to go read a book.
Yeah.
What do you want to do, Pip?
Go down to the river.
Okay.
She's just gonna splash and mope. Like do the otter thing, holding on to like a little shell or something. Like
Get yourself a scallop and be in possession of some deep truths.
yes,
No problems. So
like
you,
Pascal.
so you go hang out by the river and do some stuff. So is there anything else? So that time passes. Eventually, it comes to a time for about when you guys are going to leave. So I assume you kind of reconvene and start walking that way.
Begrudgingly.
Okay. You guys want to do anything on the way, or have any conversations, do anything on your way there or beforehand?
She's probably still moping. I think
Yes.
I have a full grasp of the extent of her conversation right now.
So, all right. So you guys make your way through the Dawn Tower, and eventually make yourself up to not the same council chamber you went to before, but kind of a more private. It's on the same floor, but it's in a different set of rooms. It's a much smaller kind of council chamber. As you guys walk in, the smell of delicious food kind of wafts over you. There's soups, there's meats, there's all sorts of tasty stuff there. So,
Does not lift Pip's spirits.
even some tea.
It lifts Daffodil's spirits plenty.
Oh yeah. There's ale, there's tea, there's all sorts of number of things as well. So you guys make your way in.
Alcohol at a council meeting? Damn, no wonder nothing ever gets done around here.
A light ale. It's what they.
Whatever makes you feel better, Shane.
It's a very common drink back then. Anyway, so you guys go, and you have some. They usher you in, and you can see there's a number of council members who are already sitting around the table as you guys walk in. They all kind of stand and greet you as you walk in. There is a council member representing every race. So there is. I could go around and talk about them all, but I'll introduce them as they kind of are important. But the familiar wolving that asked you guys to came here, Keely, she comes up to you and says, "Well, thank you for joining us today."
Thank you for inviting us.
Of course, we provided lunch. We figured that would be the least we could do after your heroism yesterday. And, figure we'll eat and then we'll get down to business if that's okay with you.
Very well.
Alright. So you guys are ushered in, you're given seats. Kind of some light, kind of polite conversation happens as, people ask you, maybe about, give some of your backgrounds, ask you where you came from.
Pip eats as slowly as possible.
Okay, so Pip's eating extremely slowly. It's just like...
When everybody else has finished eating, I'm just gonna take her plate.
That's fair. So
She's got siblings. She should know by now.
So everyone's getting close to done. Faye starts reaching for your plate, Pip.
Then she scarfs down her food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright.
Food starts flying. Like
No! No! Not again!
Literally.
You will not do this to me again!
Literally scarfing down food.
How dare you bring back my trauma?
That isn't even what I was thinking about. So you
Not
like
me
that.
neither, so yeah. You're the only one who was thinking of trauma.
Triggered.
Triggered. That's fair. So Pip starts scarfing her food down. It's kind of going everywhere. And eventually, all the plates are taken away. Some warm, kind of like after lunch drinks are served. And Keely kind of stands up and he says, "Well, I believe it's time to get down and talk about business. So, Faye, Pip, and Daffodil, we have a proposition for you. You obviously three well aware of the current situation in the Dawnwood, having been at its forefront for the most part since it began. We also know that you have other pressing businesses to attend to. But we would like to ask if you might be interested in going into the Feywilds with our delegation. We could use some people who are a little bit more formidable and who could potentially have insight on the situation. We also have heard that you, Faye, have some connections with the Fey Councils as well."
Oh? Heard how?
Yes, we have reserved reports from the councils. We sent them letters to see if they would be willing to accept a delegation, and they have. And we received special interest from one of the courts saying they request your attendance if at all possible, explicitly by name.
I see.
It was quite a strange request, we thought, but we don't know your history or backstory. We just,
We just come up with it as we go along.
Yeah. So, you would be obviously well compensated. The delegation would be heading out within about a week to 2 weeks, pending we can get all the people together and the proper protection set in place. And you would head out and be gone for, I don't know, an indeterminate amount of time.
Hi, second viewer.
Welcome to the stream. But yes, that would be about the terms. We would be a large party. All of your needs would be taken care of. We'd provide transportation, and you shouldn't be gone for too long. We have some means of traversing the Feywilds rather quickly and safely, for the most part. But extra help and protection is always nice. Again, this is a request, not forcing you into going. But we thought it was wise to ask the two of you with your experience, and because of the special request as well.
This will require some thought.
I understand, it is a lot to take in. I know you have your own business that's pressing, and I fret taking you away from it. But it is what we think might be... We thought we'd at least ask and see if you were willing. So, If you need some time to think about it, we understand. Do you have any questions for us?
Will we die?
I mean, the plan is no, but
Will we come back with 8 arms?
Unlikely.
I mean, of all the delegations we sent to the courts, none have ever come back with 8 arms, so I would say no.
Will we come back hundreds of years later?
The time dilation between our realm and the Feywild seems to be quite small, if there was ever one at all. Sometimes we have council members come back and it feels like a week instead of like a day to them. Or a week instead of 2 weeks, but typically the time dilation does not tend to get much more intense than that.
Will the world end if we leave?
Unlikely.
Will the darkness overtake the world?
Unlikely.
I don't believe so. I mean, we have heard the reports about the darkness. We don't realize you were involved in that situation as well.
Well, yes.
Interesting. That's an interesting point to note. I don't believe so. The reports we said they've not been majorly on the move, although we have heard reports and hearsay about darkness threats in the area closest to the old tower.
Okay, that's one of my questions. And concerns. I'll go with whatever Faye thinks.
I mean, feel free to not answer now. If you need more time, you're welcome to take it.
I trust Faye.
As I said, this will require some thought.
We completely understand. Do you have any questions?
No, none of my concerns require information from you.
Understand. And I think I also understand, if you understand me.
Yeah.
I'm glad you understand.
You understand my understanding. I'm just...
We will give you your answer tomorrow.
That sounds fair. Please feel free to come back up here. We will most likely be in the same chambers, discussing the topics. Come up and talk to the secretary outside, and he'll be sure to inform us that you're here, and we can get your answer. So,
Thank you.
of course. With that, please feel free to take whatever snacks you'd like, and you're welcome to munch if you'd like, or head up. It's up to you.
Pip will take, like, an armful of, like, pastries and yummy,
So
delicious.
he's just gonna head out.
Fair.
Just, like...
So Faye starts walking out. Pip kind of like, or Daffodil kind of following, but like looking back at Pip, and he sees you just like armfuling, and he's like, goes back and he grabs a few himself, and then he runs out. Alright, you guys find yourself out into kind of the main kind of like elevator area of the council floor. What do you guys like to do?
Start eating.
Head down to the elevator.
Okay. You follow Faye?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Well,
She
you
does-
follow Faye. That would have worked too. Alright,
She doesn't want to get lost.
okay, so you guys make your way to the elevator. The elevator attendant asks you, what floor?
The bottom.
Right away. The elevator descends in its familiar fashion at this point. You guys make your way to the bottom floor, and where would you like to go?
Pip's going back to the river.
Back to the Shadow Tower.
So you guys make your way back towards the STEM Shadow Tower. Have you, like, eating your pastries as you're going, or are you, like, jumping in the river with them, or...?
She's gonna, like, sit at the bank with her feet in and just, like...
Just dejectedly chew on her pastries.
Yes.
And, like, splash her feet.
That's
And then once they're gone, she will go in the water and swim.
That's fair. So Daff makes his way over to you, Faye, and he says, So I gotta get into it.
got it.
Faye, you know, like, because I do the other accent now, and I got to get back into it. Faye, what are your thoughts on this?
The Feywilds were always my eventual destination. But we have other work we need to do. So if we are to head into the Feywilds, there are arrangements that must be made.
Oh, I do believe you're right. We've got quite a bit of stuff going on, so it's hard to just pack up and leave with all the important stuff we're doing.
There are still journals to distribute. We'd have to find someone to do that for us. I'm not sure it can wait the entire time that we're in the Feywild, which could be of some duration.
That's fair.
Regardless of how fast the Council believes it's spreading, the darkness does continue apace.
Yeah, and with us being some of the few people that know about the magical item, there's really no one else to go out and stop it.
That's correct.
There's a lot to think about.
Hmm.
Well, it don't end up your decision. I'll be up for doing whatever you guys want to do, so. You know me, I'm just here to tag along.
Almost like you're not even real.
It's almost like I'm not even here. It's like I'm not even here except to eat and drink and spend your money.
in my own story.
Well, let me know if you want any advice or any thoughts for me, but I think I'll pretty much defer to you and Pip's judgment.
Thank you.
He heads off to his own rooms. Alright, so what do you guys want to do the rest of your day?
How many?
Pip is thinking of all the things like they should do if they head into the Feywild, like the journals. What should we do with the journals? Maybe we should try to get to the Wing Riders or talk to Darius and have the see if the Wing Riders would be willing to send them out to the other people.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to have the other journals shipped. That seems like a job for the Wing Riders. And tell at least Wendell about the where we suspect the other 3 pieces are of the magical item.
No, he was the one who...
Oh, he was the one who figured it out for us.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, so he knows.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he's going to do anything about it, but he was at least willing to watch the magical item for us.
At least get some information about that to Orthria so he can take some steps, because this began as his project.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I think that's...
Reach out to family and let them know.
Yeah, so you guys gonna talk about it some together and figure out how you guys want to handle this, or?
I guess.
Looks like it's more of a Fae issue at this point.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if you guys want to talk about how you want to handle the journals or stuff, or...
I think I will head down to the river to let her know about my decision.
Okay.
Yes.
We're going into the Feywild.
I knew it.
And so we must go and give the journals to the Wing Riders, to give them to their recipients in Moontop, in Stonewind and Pinehorn.
That's what I thought. I thought that was going to be a good idea.
And then send information to Orthrius about where we suspect the 3 remaining pieces of the weapon will be found.
It's true, but I don't know what he'll do about it, or if he can do anything about it.
Well, he sent to us, and he can send others.
It's true, but, you know, he might just wait for us to come back.
He might, but if we don't come back, he'll have the information.
It's true. Yeah. I had to let my family know, Northrace know, and say my goodbyes. Oh, I also have to warn people about, my nemesis.
Of course.
Alex. Because he is evil, and he needs to be stopped.
Then we know what we need to do.
Alright. So, with that, is there anything you'd like to accomplish for the rest of your day today?
I know. Pip is gonna draw. Pip is going to make up like warning and posted signs.
I thought you were gonna say wanted posters.
Yeah,
Like I saw it.
Yep, of Alex, and be like, spread these across the city, sir.
Roll a performance check.
Oh gosh.
Please let it be as good as Brittany's picture.
All I can smell is the stain that's on this right now.
Yeah. It's mostly that, but it is still
Woo!
dry.
Unnatural 20.
Hey, there you go. So an unnatural 20.
Unnatural.
Yeah, with an unnatural 20.
It works. It goes.
Pretty good. Like, it's not bad. It's like, it's got the basic shape of his face. Like, you could obviously differentiate him from a different red panda. It's well done.
A little caricature-ish, but like,
But you
you
completed
could get him.
one poster.
It says Alex. careful of this man. Oh, I know.
Watch out for this panda. Beware.
Yes, beware. He is my nemesis. Pip Brasharat.
Right, so you
A
can,
warning from Pip Brasharat.
They never get my nose right.
But Pip is going to find, what's his name? Wendell.
yeah.
And ask if he has, like, a copying spell or something.
So you go up and you find Wendell. He's in his lab, and as you make your way in, he's working on some experiments. But he turns and hears you enter and greets you and says, Pip, is there anything I can do for you?
Yes. So, do you have a copying spell?
Let's see. He kind of goes over and he picks a book up off the table and he flips through it a little bit. Says, actually I do, but it's only limited to kind of like small items.
Does this work? She just picks up her paper.
Oh, you just want to copy that piece of paper? I can do that.
Yeah. How many times?
I think in a day I can create 50 copies.
That should be okay for right now.
But it'll take a whole day.
No, in a day. Like, that's how many spell, like, all these will spell in the spell slot.
Okay.
So, he says, okay, give me a minute, and he goes over and he sets up he does the chalk drawing on the table, and he sets up a few things in the center, and he places the piece of paper over it. Then he mutters some words, and all of a sudden, the one paper turns into 50. All identical.
You're amazing.
Well, I've been studying magic for a while, you know. So, what did you and Faye decide?
We're gonna go.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, I know that's tough for you, but I think it'll be the best decision.
Yeah.
The darkness is not extremely pressing at the moment.
Well, that's what we're hoping. But, I mean, it did overtake a whole city.
Well, I will say that with you being gone, I will be happy to keep the item and study it more. I might be able to find more information in exact detail about where you'll find the other pieces as well.
That would be good.
Also, if there's anything you need to send home or anything in particular, just let me know.
Pip tells him all kinds of things and gives him letters.
He
and
starts-
So, whoa. What I can do is I can set up some magical communications with Orthreus.
That works.
So if you're interested in getting back in touch with him, and potentially some others back in Mapleton, I can help you with that.
So I am using this time to... I
That's fair.
imagine the Wing Riders have a base in the Dawn Tower.
Yeah, they would have.
So I'm heading back to the tower.
So the Wing Rider base is actually not in the tower.
Well, you just
It's in-
said yeah.
Well, okay, sorry, not in the Dawn Tower.
Okay then.
In
In the city?
in the city.
I figured, but
So-
like where?
So it's outside. It's another tall tower, but it's not the Dawn Tower. It's near it.
Okay, so I'll
so-
go to that one.
You're able to go there. Sorry, I misunderstood when he said Dawn Tower. I was thinking about the whole city.
Yeah.
So you make your way over to the kind of the Wing Riders guild, and you walk inside, and the secretary greets you. He's like, "Yes, can I help you?"
I have a question about a matter of shipping.
Shipping. What do you need to ship?
2 books to different locations.
I believe. Let's see. Don't often do a lot of shipping operations. We can potentially help if it's something important, but we do have high fees for that.
I understand.
Where are they going?
Stonewind and Pinehorn. And I would probably know the names of the people that I'm supposed to be giving them to.
You do. It's in the book. I just haven't written their name down.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think we do have Wing Rider patrols going that way. We could potentially take these to those locations. See those people. Let's see. Fees. Wait. Let's see. We do approximately 10 gold per book.
Very well.
All right. If you're all set, I can take them into my custody here. So he takes the books from you. You pass him the 10 gold for each book, so it's 20 gold in total.
Highway robbery.
It is. But it's a rush job, and you almost guarantee it's going to get there.
Exactly, they're the most trustworthy.
So,
This ain't no Amazon shit.
as a pet,
This ain't no UPS.
Not that I'm salty about only getting my package today after it was supposed to come Friday.
our package was supposed to be delivered here, and they delivered it to the neighbor. And because our old neighbor just left, and we got new neighbors. It's not like I could just go over and grab the
Excuse me, you
package.
have our box.
It's now that a whole awkward situation where they live next to us, we've talked to them. So, it's not like I'm just going to go walk over on their yard and grab my package out there.
So I'll just cross these off now, and we'll say they are delivered.
So they're going to be delivered. So he says, yes, can I also have you sign here? So you give some piece of paper and
I'll print.
you put your sure.
That is
sign
so
on the
true, though. Oh my gosh, that's so great.
Kind of like a fingerprinting, but with your palm.
Yeah.
So you sign it. You also put the names of the people that you're supposed to be delivered to.
Yep.
So he takes both of those, attaches them to the books, and he says, "Well, I'll make sure that gets taken care of. Is there anything else I can do for you?"
No, thank you.
All right. So for that, you're able to get that done and deliver it. And I need to write that down. So talk amongst yourself. Sorry.
Talking amongst ourselves. Ben's comment was great.
She's gonna come back and she's going to be like up 3 levels and ripped, and she's just gonna be like, aha! I have come back! I have returned! He's going to be like, what the hell is happening here? Ah!
My high score!
Like, who are you? You took everything from me! I don't even know who you are.
Okay, got it. I knew if I didn't write that down, I was gonna forget. So that was important for me.
We have to have a song and dance together, don't you know?
I use physics in the fights, and I use shipping when I'm going off on a quest.
That's fair.
Expensive shipping.
So you did that.
First class mail.
It's getting about mid-afternoon. Or it's like mid-afternoon after lunch. So between lunch and dinner. So what else would you guys like to do?
Probably give Wendell some information, like a specific letter to pass on to Orthreus.
So,
Giving all the information, because I don't have any idea if she would have done something like that, and don't trust her to give good information even if she did.
that's right.
And Pip is going to go to the city, try to disperse some of the
Distribute.
the papers, and stop by at her brother's work.
Okay. So how are you going to distribute the papers? I'll deal with that first.
She's going to go up to the guards.
That's
Okay.
right.
So you go up to the oak guards. You just any oak guard or...
Each oak guard on each level.
So you go to each level and try to find at least one oak guard. Make an investigation check, please.
To be like, hi, can I put this up around here? Thank you.
I'm also heading back to the Dawn Tower.
Okay.
That did not
Instead of the shot this time?
Oh.
Correct.
That one.
Since the Wendell thing will happen, but this will be on my way back.
Okay. So I'll deal with this and then I'll get to you. So natural 1. You cannot find a freaking oak guard to save your life.
Any oak guards around?
And security in this place disgraceful.
Not a single one. Oh, elsewhere, behind a corner, she's looking for us. I don't know what she wants, but she looks weird.
Shh. She'll hear you.
So Pip's gonna go to her brother, and then afterwards she's gonna go back on the hunt.
Okay, so you head up towards your brother. Okay?
I also went to go see her brother.
Ah!
Damn!
Okay, so you guys, Pip, as you're making your way up in the elevator, as you guys are getting off and heading, as you're making your way over towards the Maple Archivist College on the, I can't remember what floor it was.
Whatever floor.
Huh?
The whatever floor.
Yeah, whatever
Yeah.
floor. You notice a very familiar Voxing walking next to you.
Pip.
Are you going to see my brother, Elliot?
Yes.
I'm gonna go see him too.
That sounds wise.
We should go together.
So you guys,
It would appear that way.
Alright, and then Pip's just like, yee!
no problem.
Up to Faye.
So you guys make your way into the kind of the main hall, and the secretary informs you that he's up in his chambers. So easy enough to find. You make your way up there, knock on the door, and you're greeted by Elliot Brashraft. Says, Pip and Faye, it's good to see you. What are you doing here?
So we got some new plans.
Yeah, come in, do tell.
Well, we're gonna be leaving.
Oh, I had a feeling you would eventually.
This
Where are you off to
realm.
next time? This realm?
Yeah,
Where are you going?
the Feywild.
Interesting. What happened to do with the reports I heard yesterday about the council meeting?
Yes,
Interesting.
it is interesting.
Well, haven't been to the Feywilds myself, so I can't give you much advice, but I do wish the two of you luck, and please be safe.
Yeah, I wanted to let you know before I went.
Definitely. I appreciate that.
I don't want to scare you.
Well, thank you. And he goes over and gives you a hug.
Mm.
Says, I know you'll do great.
That was me, not fa- not.
That's
Sorry, that was really me coming.
Well, is there anything I can do to help for you two to prepare?
I don't know. Why did you come here, Faye?
To say goodbye.
Okay.
I see. Well, it was wonderful getting to see the two of you again. And it was fun spending time on Pip's birthday. When are you heading out?
I don't know. I
Alright,
don't
well,
remember. Sometime.
We'll be going with the council delegation.
well, I'm assuming if it's a new decision, it'll probably be at least a week before you head out.
Very likely.
Well, be sure to come in and say hi before you head out at least one more time before you leave.
Okay.
It's been very nice having the two of you in town and just spending time with you. You and Faye both.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you wish to say?
I don't know.
I mean, you're both welcome to stay and have dinner if you'd like.
I will.
Yes.
Okay. That sounds wonderful.
Pip cuddles him a lot.
Fair.
Like, she's just kind of like sad and like quiet. And just huggy.
That's fair. Your brother is used to it, so doesn't have too much.
Not the quiet part.
Well, he's not used to the quiet part, but
Like, I beg your pardon, sir.
How dare!
so
I have a reputation to uphold.
so he starts cooking food. He invites you guys in. He's got like kind of like a nice set of rooms on the
Maple
Yeah.
Archivist.
Makeable archivist kind of like floor. So he's got a nice kind of set of rooms. He's got space to host. So he invites you guys in. He cooks up a delicious kind of like home cooked meal. Reminds you guys both of Mapleton. Yeah, it's kind of a nice particular evening spent. You guys have food and play some games maybe afterwards. Talk, have tea. Kind of into the evening. Is there anything particular you guys want to talk to Elliot about?
Catching up on old times.
Fair. You guys have a wonderful time reminiscing about your previous adventures.
Yeah.
And the new adventures you plan on having.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's a nice night. So it goes, gets a little later. He says, I know you guys are staying at the Stem Shadow Tower, but don't feel like you have to leave. If you want to stay here for the night, you're welcome to do so. I do have space.
Oh, well, thank you. I won't impose too much, though. And I do have to get these posted.
What is that?
It's my poster! And she shows him, like, proudly.
He says like, wow, that's actually a pretty good drawing of that jerk who interfered with our game.
Right! He is my nemesis.
Ah, that's right. I forgot to use name to your nemesis. Well, I think you'll be able to get those posted and warn the society about him.
Exactly.
Seems kind of a little brat, wasn't he?
What else does the poster say?
It's like Alex, you know, whatever his full name, Elixir. Alex, you know, like, warning from Pip Brashel around. Do not, you know, like, bad man. Cheats at games.
Alright, so I'm wondering if she's... Like, you could get sued.
Like, cheats at games.
He's sued?
Yeah.
You know.
For libel.
Huh?
For libel.
Libel?
Yeah. If he claims that she's lying about him, he can sue her.
Well, she's not gonna be in the
Never heard
area.
that was a thing.
You've never heard about libel lawsuits?
Nope.
Like, ever? Or are you just saying, like, it wouldn't happen in...
No, like ever, in general.
Anyway.
Not for like just regular people.
Yeah.
Nope.
But
Seems
yeah.
like a lot of work getting a lot involved.
But Pip's like, you know, do not, you know, be careful of this guy. You know, maybe steal stuff. Just be careful.
Maybe steals.
don't kill me. You know, just an evil-like guy.
Alright.
Evil-like.
Evil-like.
Fair. So, are you gonna try to still find the oak guards, or are you just gonna place them around?
Well, she doesn't want him to get placed and then torn down immediately by the oak guard. Why is this up? This is stupid.
Alright, so you guys hang out at Elliot's place. So still gets a little bit later. You gonna head out and try to go do that? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Faye, are you gonna leave with her, or are you gonna
Nope.
stay and hang out?
I'm gonna stay and hang out.
Fair. So,
A challenge was made last week. I will answer it.
I knew this was where this was going. I knew it too.
Yes! And Pip doesn't even know because she's off putting up her posters. You want to go downstairs and swear a little?
It's fair.
This is what it looks like when I'm having the time of my life. Thank you. All right, let's
And the
do
camera
this.
fades.
I didn't think we were that far along, but I'll take it.
Bum bum.
We've got history.
I feel the same way.
No, he doesn't feel the same way you feel. He just understands now what you've been freaking out about.
I had that vibe as soon as you said you wanted to go see Elliot. I was just like,
I
know where this is going.
I did not think I was being subtle.
You were not being subtle.
I did not get that at all.
I totally got
At
that vibe. I was like, Faye's not saying something. She's just hanging around socially, just not involved.
Smiling.
You know.
Just letting the little sister say what she wants to say.
Oh gosh.
I wouldn't interrupt for the world. And now she's headed off to do her posters, none the wiser.
I'll keep that comment to myself. Anyway, so Pip, you head out to go to your posters.
Not good for her education.
Oh no.
Roll an investigation check, please.
For Oak Guard.
For finding the oak guard.
For finding out the horrible monstrosity that's happening behind my back.
We'll find out at the next family reunion.
No.
We got a Faye lovers reunion.
9.
9? Okay, so it takes you a while. It's getting dark and
You got a
quiet.
plus 0?
Yes.
Oof.
Eventually you find a couple oak guard people wandering around.
Hi. Hello.
Yes, what can I do for you?
So I have these posters,
Okay.
and I want them put up in places that people will see. That's okay for me to put it out.
Well, there's the community boards on each floor.
Oh,
Yes.
well, that works
How
too.
many floors?
I mean, Down Tower has 7 floors.
Has how many floors?
100.
There we go. So half of the floors you can do.
Is it okay if I do that?
You can post whatever you want on the community boards.
But what about businesses?
Businesses, you might need to talk to the owner.
Oh.
We don't have any specific
The
regulations
owner of the
about
Dawn
it,
Tower?
but if you place it up in a business's window, they have the right to take it down if they want.
That's true. Well, thank you. Do you
Of
know
course.
where the 50 are?
50 what?
50 of them are.
each community board will be located. It's kind of like a square outside the elevator area. You'll notice the big boards.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yep, of course.
So Pip goes and does that, like the first 50 floors.
Easy enough.
Or the 50 floors that she thinks, he might be.
Yeah. So you almost think like you'll put 2 on that one floor, where you've got like
Where the laser tag, not laser tag, the
crossbow tag.
crossbow tag and the
In the
dungeon
dungeon.
are.
Yeah.
Yep. So you place them around. Easy enough. You have these big old community boards, just kind of square faces. There's all sorts of weird stuff on there. It's kind of like, just like, a community board in like any kind of local place. It's got ads for everything.
Mm.
People advertising stuff, people asking for work, people asking for help, all sorts of weird stuff.
Lost dog.
So in this place, it's lost husband.
I haven't seen him in a while. He's my neighbor.
My husband is my neighbor?
You don't live near your husband? Damn, sorry.
Anyway.
I didn't think that he was living in a different
I was
building.
actually just thinking of when you catch a frog in Animal Crossing, and it's like, or maybe this is a new neighbor and I have some apologizing to do.
Fair. Alright, so you go put your posters up. You're gonna head back to the Shadowstone Tower after that?
Yes.
Okay. I was wondering if you were gonna metagame or not. So.
He's gonna stop you.
No, I'm gonna be good.
I wasn't gonna particularly stop you. I was just curious what you were gonna do. I was waiting for the shit to fly. So.
Yeah.
So Faye.
So Shay.
So Pip heads out,
God.
and you are alone, Elliot. Says, and you guys are still kind of continuing to reminisce.
Mm-hmm.
And what would you like to do?
Poor little
You sure you got a bard inside? You should have got like mad bard vibes going on.
Poor little Elliot. He is just.
I'm not bad, I'm just crocheted that way.
He is just so dorky. Like.
Joke's on you! That's the shit I'm into!
No, and it's.
What about with Mr. Suave nightclub owner?
He made me very uncomfortable. Also, I was dating him for information.
That's fair.
Like, we were very upfront about that.
That's fair.
And it was very useful.
That's also fair.
And he may still be useful. I kind of kept him on the hook. We're gonna see where that goes.
One of these days, it's like just picturing like you guys think that people think you're dead, and they're having like a mock funeral, and like all these men show
All
up.
of my husbands show up.
Like
All of these men in black veils. One
Oh,
carry
yeah,
underwear.
better not freaking show up in a black veil for her.
Pip is just like, here's for the widowers.
The family pew. Full of men!
No, they have a whole side of the church dedicated to the widowers.
Yes.
Just get it out in the game.
Haven't decided how Faye's life is gonna go, but this is where we're starting.
Skunk boyfriend.
That's right!
Yep.
We gotta meet him somewhere. See, now you gotta come back from the Feywilds
I
alive.
know.
Yep.
You haven't met your boyfriend yet.
So-
See, you'll grow up. You'll have time, because you're still a child.
Yeah.
Just because you had a birthday doesn't mean you're not still a child.
Better age me up in the Feywild.
That way it won't be so weird.
Alright, so.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Reminiscing. The
Yep.
drinks are flowing.
They are.
Good vibes.
All the vibes.
I can't get serious because she's just. It's killing me.
I'm sorry. It's just as awkward as like being in the room with like somebody being like, I'm just gonna hit on your brother. Right?
You don't know that though. I'm not telling you that because it would make you uncomfortable.
No, but I mean, like this interaction right here is still making me feel that uncomfortable.
What about Jocelyn, though?
Jocelyn does not do much. Let's be honest
That's
with the
fair.
flirting.
That's fair. Okay.
Those two are like very low flirt. Except on Thanksgiving, Christmas this year, Connor was like,
You're gonna have to write him a diagram. Yeah, anyway.
Flow chart.
Huh?
Flow chart.
Yeah, flowchart and how, the next steps happen after you get married. Anyway.
It is disturbing that out of all of the whole friend group, you guys are the ones that are married. Social skills of an agoraphobic lobster.
Yeah, it's fine.
Nixie is snoring.
No.
So anyway, drinks are flowing.
Drinks
good
are
times
flowing.
having,
Good
reminiscing.
vibes.
A dog
Reminiscing.
next door is snoring.
Gentle snoring of a K-bang.
Yep. So.
Now I hear it. I'm making the eyes at him.
Yep. He's kind of like, it's a little oblivious.
Of course he is. He's
Yes.
Pip's relative.
Yep. You guys have been like friends for a while, and although you've had your like moments, like nothing's really ever happened.
Your moment.
So, like you guys could have traveled alone together for a while. So feelings happened, but nothing was ever talked about.
Looks, glances.
Ask him more about the stuff he's been up to. Show an interest in his life.
He's happy to talk about
Guys tend to like that sort of thing.
You're there for the rest of the night, barely get any sleep before
it.
he
Roll
shuts
for
up.
wink.
Was that a D4?
Yeah, if you roll like an odd number, you just like blink both eyes like that.
Making the eyes at him.
Anyway, yep. So he's talking about himself. He's having a good time. So he's sitting on it's kind of like decent sized couch.
Inching over as we go.
Yep.
Imperceptibly closer.
He doesn't really notice. He's just kind of talking, just enjoying his drink. So you're asking a question. So he does eventually notice like
That I'm awfully close.
yes.
Start asking the social life questions. Is there anyone in your life?
Well, not really. It's been kind of busy with research and such.
I understand.
There's like a little bit of sweat.
It's hard to meet new people when you're constantly traveling.
Oh, I can understand. It's even settled down. It sometimes can be hard. In a city this big, I think it'd be easy, but it's not.
Really makes you reevaluate the connections you already have.
I never really thought about it that way. You can hear a little bit of a.
I wish I could whistle, damn it! Yeah!
I never really thought about it
Passerby
like
from the
that.
window.
He's like,
What's in the window?
Passerby from the window.
Oh, what floor is he on? I'm worried about these passerbys.
he's in the Maple Archivist college complex, so he's got his own private room.
I know, but what floor? How high are we up? Who are these passerbys? Is this
She was.
Wing Rider's business? What's going on here?
It was just a joke. It wasn't.
Okay.
That'd be funny if it was real though. Someone just be like,
I mean, I'm assuming there would be it's kind of like a motel or a hotel where you have a window that goes out to the walkway, but it's closed. All of a sudden, you guys hear go from the other room.
Kiss her already!
Goes banging on the floor. Hurry up and go on!
While we're still young!
It's about damn time!
The walls here are paper thin.
I know, we should listen to the next door neighbors. No, anyway.
Alright, where were we before we got too far into the meta?
I've never really thought about it that way.
Oh?
There's not a lot of old connections here, because
Every time I hear the dog snore, I'm derailed. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but over here it's pretty good.
Let's get some ASMR videos of dogs snoring.
Concerning, but okay. To each their own. Alright, so
I like to fall
I
asleep
was
to the
I was
sound.
strongly putting the moves on Elliot. How far have I gotten?
He's sufficiently
Clueless.
He's gotten the clue.
he's gotten the clue. He's gotten the clue and he's kind of uncomfortable, but also not moving away.
Kind of uncomfortable, but kind of into it.
More or less. He's... You guys have been friends for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
This is his first
There has-
encounter with a woman.
He's not very experienced.
Close encounters of the second kind.
He's not very experienced.
Excuse me, I just said he is not.
Not very.
Not!
Anyway.
Not that he'd tell his little sister.
So...
I
Damn.
helped make him. No!
I am not just his little sister, I am his creator!
I am his god! So, yeah, he's getting the idea of where it's going. Old feelings are coming back up a little bit.
I'd like to see you again before we leave.
I think I would like that a lot. It's been really good seeing you, and kind of made me remember some of the good times and other things I had forgotten about.
It's the same for me.
Well, we did have a lot of good times, didn't we? He's
Yes.
inching a little bit closer.
He is!
Hell yeah, I am... Remember, you keep telling everyone how beautiful Faye is. I'm using it. In my one outfit.
We got the one. Oh, yeah.
I still got the Maid Marian outfit in a bag somewhere, but
That's fair.
I saved that for special
And that
occasions.
scarf that Pip made you.
We don't talk about the scarf.
We do. At least I do.
Well, I mean, you don't have to leave anytime soon.
Precisely.
I think it'd be nice to maybe reminisce some more.
Yes.
He kind of like tentatively like goes for the arm.
This is so cringy. I can't stand it.
Can you imagine
Listen.
people who do this for movies?
Like the coaches. Like, no, you gotta hesitate a little more.
You can't just be into it. Come on.
Listen, I am
You gotta
getting
be
some
like-
major flashbacks here because I have been on a first date with a very nerdy boy, and this is pretty much how it went. It was adorable.
Adorable,
Bringing
baby.
back memories.
I was hard into it. Just keep going.
Adorable, they say.
Adorable. Anyway,
Don't vomit. The table is new.
Will come out easily, so. You probably did.
so he goes for the arm.
Just to touch your arm.
He puts his arm around you. You lean into it.
Doing the femme fatale routine, and you're just like.
He's like, well, this is kind of nice.
Perhaps dinner tomorrow?
I think that would be a great idea. Just the two of us.
Yeah.
I think I would like that a lot.
Since you're the local, do you know any good places?
I'm sure I could suggest something a little bit nicer.
Perfect.
It's really good seeing you, Faye.
Yes. Fade to
Fade
black. Me and Shane sharing the brain cell.
Gonna
They
get
lose
something dramatic.
power, they don't know what's going on, it pulls out the end of the night. You know, that's it.
Meredith having the worst damn time is honestly like the peak of this whole interaction.
So this is a good time to take a break. So we're gonna
I just can't wait till I meet Pepe and have your reaction.
so we're
Are
gonna,
you kidding? I'm gonna be like, oh god, they're like 12.
That's how I feel.
so we're gonna go to break. I'll take 15 to go make some tea.
Meredith's
And,
gonna go scream off stream, and I'm gonna make some tea.
That's fair. Me and Brittany will decide if Faye went back to the Stone Shadow Tower or not. We'll talk about that.
We'll flip a coin.
We'll flip a coin.
And you'll know how it ended when you see her face.
And we come back. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. We'll be back in 15. It's 43. We'll probably be back at 8 o'clock.
See you in a little bit, Ben.
So we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you in a bit.
Bye.
Alright, everybody, we are back. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. And we got some tea, we got some refreshments, and we're back. And I forgot my drink downstairs. Yeah. Well, I'll get it later.
Shane!
Don't die. Sorry. I mean, kick the table. I'm just trying to slide back. So yeah, where we left off, Faye was getting the moves on Elliot, and Pip had went and put her posters up all over the Dawn Tower.
None the wiser.
So, let's say that the evening concludes, and you guys wake up on a new day. Faye, where do you wake up?
The STEM Shadow Tower.
Okay. So, Pip, you headed back to bed. You never noticed that.
I put it between odds and evens.
It's fair. It's fair. So, you guys both wake up. It's in the STEM Shadow Tower. It's a nicer day than it was the previous day.
Though I won't tell you what time I got in.
It's fair.
That's a lady's secret.
The lady never kisses and tells.
Precisely.
The only people who know are the oak garden.
I mean, yeah.
So yeah, you guys wake up. It's a nicer day than the previous. And you guys are waking up in the STEM Shadow Tower. The smell of breakfast cooking downstairs.
I'm thinking a little bit.
Switch to a new song. It's a little louder. So what would you guys like to do?
Alright, so now will be the time that I choose to give Wendell the information and pass on to Orpheus that we talked about yesterday.
So he, as you're kind of talking to him and asking him to pass on the information, I would imagine he probably wrote it down already or something. along those
Yeah,
lines.
yep.
He says, well, I can patch you directly to him if you like. I have a connection to him. I can speak to him.
That would be very useful.
Yeah, when you are ready, I can connect to him and we can chat.
I'll see where she is.
Oh, you guys are at breakfast.
Okay,
Pip's right there if you want to eat that.
gotcha.
Unless you slept in or something.
Yeah, she's there.
Okay. Would you like to speak to him right after breakfast, or would you prefer to wait?
Okay.
After breakfast.
Sounds like a plan. Let's finish eating and we'll head upstairs and call up both of us. There, I write notes.
We never did say where Daff went. He must have gone with Pip, because otherwise he's a fly on the wall. Through the whole thing.
Just in the corner of the room and just be like, No, he never went with you guys. He was in the STEM Shadow Tower.
Gotcha, he just stayed in the tower.
Doing his own thing.
Alright, that's fine then.
Or actually, he stumbles in. No, no more. Hey guys, whoa, that was a nice. No, anyway. So you guys. Hello, Mary. So you
Are
guys.
you really upset?
No.
Okay.
Just kind of out of it. Sorry.
It's okay. So you guys make your way upstairs, head towards the to Orpheus's lab, and he kind of leads you over to this kind of like large mirror that's on the wall. And he walks over and he says, "Well, I've established these a while ago. I can connect to most of our old band's friends and speak to them anytime I want. Although it really can only be activated from my side, so try to check in every now and again. But if you both are ready, we'll give Orpheus a call."
Yes.
So he goes in and he actually closes his eyes for a second and he performs a kind of like a mental spell. And you see him, he kind of starts talking, and he pauses like he's getting a reply. Says, "Right, it'll just be a minute and he'll be ready." Send him a message. So after a minute goes by, he eventually kind of goes over to the mirror and he starts kind of writing in some chalk on the mirror surface or something like. It's kind of like chalk, but it's not. It's a little smoother.
Window paint?
Basically like a dry erase marker or wet erase marker. And he eventually kind of fades into the mirror, and then as you're looking through, your view changes. Originally, you were looking at a reflection of the kind of semi-cluttered but well-organized laboratory, and you, Pip, and Daff, and Wendell. Then it changes to be Orpheus and Rumble, and you can see Orpheus's office, and it's a little more cluttered than normal. But you eventually see the familiar face of Orpheus peeking through the mirror. Says, Oh, it's good to see the two of you. I see you made it to our good friend Wendell here.
Yes, we have.
So, Wendell says you have some news and some stuff you would like to talk to me about. It's been a while. I'm happy to listen and see what's been going on.
We have been asked by the Council of Dawnpod to go with their delegation into the Feywilds.
Oh, I see. That sounds quite important.
Yes.
It's to do with the attacks.
Yes. We know who's behind them.
I see. Interesting. So, what exactly do they want you to do? Go speak with the courts? Or go confront him directly?
I believe their aim is to speak with the courts. They want as long as additional security. And it appears I have been requested.
Interesting. I think I have a feeling I know by him.
Hmm.
Would Orthreus know your backstory?
I feel like I probably would have talked to him about it because he's like my mentor.
That's fair. So
That's how we became friends.
I have a feeling I know by who. Interesting. I do think it'd be best if you two go.
Yes.
The journal thing can wait for a little while. It's not absolutely
Well,
necessary.
I had them shipped.
Oh, you did? By who?
The
You didn't use the
Dawn-
postal service, did you?
No, the Wing Riders.
Ah, that's wise. I think they'll probably deliver them safely.
Oh yes, I paid enough.
I'm sure you did. Their services don't typically come cheap.
No.
Me and Brumble have been here doing research. We did speak to Wendell not long ago. He said you found something interesting.
Yes, how much information has he given you?
Not much. It was over some brief messages.
It appears we found a piece of an ancient weapon.
Interesting.
Something that was meant to be used against the darkness originally, though I don't believe it ever was.
You can see him kind of like eyes glaze over a little bit. He's thinking, he's like, oh yes, I believe I remember. And Wendell Hypes up says, yep, it's in the book. It's towards the back, and he's like, yes, I remember that. It spoke about it, some sort of weapon that was developed but never used.
Yes, and
Four
we have
pieces.
a piece of it.
Interesting. You said you found a piece.
Yes.
Sounds like we have research to do. Wendell pipes up and lets him know. It says that he has already done some research and has some ideas about where some of the locations are. Orthreus then kind of goes on to say, that sounds promising, but I think we can narrow it down even further. Some more study. We might be able to find something even better. While you're away, we'll be sure to look into this more and see what we can come up with.
Thank you. That takes many of our worries off of our minds.
I'm sure it does. Well, that being said, how's everything else? You guys run into too much trouble?
No.
No.
That's good to hear. I have heard a little bit of your exploits. The papers do still get around.
Terribly exaggerated, I'm sure.
Have you gotten any of my letters?
I have.
Good.
And I have read a little bit about your exploits, but I know they're a little bit behind, so it does sound like you two have had quite the adventure
Mm-hmm.
out and about.
Oh yes.
Well, that's wonderful to hear. It sounds like you two go on to do great things in the dungeon. Will you just get comfortable and sit, please? Maxine? Will you just get comfortable and sit instead of shaking the camera? Instead of shaking the camera? It is too good to see your faces again. I'll be sure to make sure I pass on to your parents, Pip, that you are doing well and safe. They have come by asking about you on occasion, although they said they got your letters as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. You're alright, Pip.
No. That's okay.
What's the matter?
Just don't feel that good.
Okay. Just Pip around.
Both.
Like, Pip can be feeling fine and you cannot be. That's okay.
No, I think Pip's like a little
Out of it.
just okay, this is happening.
Okay.
Pip is apprehensive about our journey into the Dawnwood.
I
The
can understand.
Feywilds.
It is kind of a scary place if you've never been. But I think the two of you will be more than capable of handling anything you come across.
Thank you for the vote of confidence.
I do my best.
I also have a nemesis now.
You do?
Yeah.
What did he do to become your nemesis?
Well, he tried to sabotage one of our games on my birthday.
Oh, I see. Kind of a cheater then.
Oh, definitely a cheater.
Interesting.
He was also a red panda.
Which has completely changed your opinion of the species.
My own race doing something disreputable. Not a fan.
No.
Well, be sure to kick his ass.
Well, I put up warning signs all over the city.
I'm sure that'll help the citizenry. But I think it'll require your skills to deal with him permanently.
Oh, yeah.
Bring him to justice, if you will.
Turn him good. One or the other.
That sounds fair. Well, the two of you are strong. You seem to have grown stronger since I last seen you. Since you saved me from that cursed temple.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Oh, there should be a hag, in that area now.
Hag?
Giant tree, yeah.
Interesting.
So
Why did you say that?
Because we sent her that way.
Hopefully harrying the bullywugs as we speak.
Yeah.
He chuckles and he pipes up and says, "Heh, I'll serve them right. Good job. Two quite good with coming up with unique solutions, it sounds.
Oh yes, unique solutions are her specialty.
Thank you.
Well, it's truly good to see you both again." Rumble says, yes, same here.
Do you know that I beat Darius?
You beat Darius?
Yep.
In a fight?
Yep.
Huh. Must all really be getting old then.
You know that he's the leader, he was like the head guy in the underground fighting ring?
Head guy of an underground fighting ring.
And I beat him.
I knew he was like I knew he had his daily instances of combat. I didn't realize he was running an underground fighting ring.
He's not running it,
He's just the most famous.
Yeah, he was the champion, I beat the champion.
I see.
All totally illegal, you understand?
Seems like you two are definitely gaining prowess.
Well, I hope so.
You could put it that way. Certainly gaining some prowess.
Yeah,
What kind?
because the person who was running that underground ring is Faye's boyfriend.
Oh, I see. Didn't realize you were much of the man type, Faye.
Oh, she is.
That's a
She's
concerning
beautiful.
way to phrase it, Shane.
Well, she's beautiful.
Much of the one for relationships. She is beautiful, I agree. She's also my mentee.
Yeah.
And we don't typically talk about those kind of relationships. So,
Well, yeah, it's kind of awkward to talk about those sort of relationships with anybody.
that's fair. Well, it sounds like the two of you have definitely done wonderful things and have great things in store. I'll be sure to put the rest of my old friends on research study on where we might find the rest of those pieces of the puzzle. While you two deal with the Fae threat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have the utmost faith in you. Faye, I would imagine at this point you might have the ability to contact me too. Don't hesitate to do so.
As I can, I will.
You should have a message though.
I think I do, yeah, but
So
I don't know the distance on that.
it's anywhere.
Oh, well.
I think it's on the same plane. I think is the only restriction.
So, thank you, dear.
Is the Feywilds in the same plane?
It's a little
sending.
Yeah. So I think it's
Even to other planes of existence.
yep. So there you go.
Oh, but if the target's on a different plane, there's 5% chance the message doesn't arrive.
5%. That does
yeah.
it. So yeah.
Yeah.
So it says, don't hesitate to send me a message every now and again. It's good to hear from the two of you. To know that you're safe, especially. I did put you out on this mission to start. It seems like you've taken it and run with it.
Mm-hmm. And become heroes. Whoosh.
This is impressive. You two have definitely grown. I'm proud of you both.
Thank you.
Thanks, Marcus.
Well, it sounds like I've got some research to do. You two stay safe out there.
We will try.
And the mirror fades. Back to the reflection of all of you. Wendell says, "Oh, it's good to see you all three again. Now, for the two of you, is there anything else I can do for you?"
I can't think of anything.
Not unless you have some information on the Feywilds.
It's not really much my specialty, unfortunately.
Mm.
But I'm sure you two will be fine. I know that with the Feywild, there's a couple things to watch out for. The creatures there can be quite strange and hard to detect, so that's always a thing to look out for. Sometimes when you enter the Feywild, there can be a time dilation. It does shift, though it does not happen all the time. Sometimes you go there and back, and it's the same period of day and night cycle. Sometimes you go and you come back, and weeks have gone by. It's hard to say.
Yes.
Another thing to watch out for is stay on the paths. If you stumble off the paths too much, who knows what wild magic might happen. There's pockets of kind of strange and wild magic that can cause all sorts of weird things to happen. So just beware. I'm sure they're going to be sending some experts with you. We do have them here in the Dawn Tower that have explored the Feywilds quite extensively.
Yes.
So I think you'll be well taken care of.
What time of day is it?
At this point, it's getting... it's probably like an hour or two after breakfast.
Okay, so it's still morning, but...
Yeah.
Be time to head into town to give the council our verdict.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys want to do?
Yep.
So easy enough. 45 minutes later, you guys find yourself standing in the kind of the central council room. You talk to the secretary who says, just hold on a minute. They kind of peek their way back in their rooms. Said it'd just be a few minutes. And about 5-10 minutes later, you are let in to the familiar council chambers where you met them before. And they're all sitting there. Keely, the wolving, she stands up and says, "Oh, it's good to see you, the two of you again. And you have a verdict for us."
Yes.
So what is your answer?
We will accompany you into the Feywilds.
Oh, that's good to hear. You can feel a visible sense of kind of like relief as you
We're
guys say
probably not gonna die now.
that. So, well, you won't be necessarily accompanying us. There's a few of us from the council that will be going, but there will be a number of others as well. Oh, it's good to know that you two will be going. I think this will significantly increase our odds of success.
I'm glad to hear it.
So, with that being said, there is some planning to do. The delegation is scheduled to leave a week from today. We must get grouped together, bring some specialists in, and prep our transportation. We'll have a number of cots that we'll be toting, and that will be enchanted to be able to help deal with some of the Feywild problems that we might run into. We'll also have some experts coming along who'll be able to navigate us to the Fey holes as well. Keep us away from some of those more unsavory areas of the Feywilds. Although it's not always a perfect art, the Feywilds are in constant shift.
Yes.
So, with that being said, we will be happy to provide you with any and all supplies that you will need. All food and anything else you will need, we are happy to supply. We'll have a cart set aside just for the two of you. Or the three.
Three. Yes.
Thank you.
Is there anything else we need to help you take care of here? Any work that you need done on your items or equipment?
I don't know.
No, I believe we're in
I don't
top shape.
think so. Unless you suggest anything.
I recommend being prepared for just about anything. The Feywild is kind of an interesting
We've
place.
got a few pounds of salt.
It tends to be kind of a relatively warm climate, but there is parts where it can shift drastically. So it might be a good idea to have a couple spare sets of clothing in different styles and warmths and sleeping bags and things to keep you safe.
I'll bring my one outfit and my fancy outfit and my raincoat. That's all I've got.
So you have a week's time to collect everything you
Travel
need.
light in this outfit, except for her. She's got like a fancy outfit, a mid-fancy outfit, some getting dirty outfits.
Everything that you need.
She's a fancy outfit, a regular outfit, and backup.
And a fancy hat.
Oh yes.
Doesn't hurt to go
Of
get some
course.
clothes. But you'll have a week to prep your stuff. At that week's time, where are you staying in town?
We're staying in the
Stem Shadow Tower.
Oh, that's right. You're staying with Wendell.
Yeah.
Yes, we will send somebody to get you on the day of travel. Week hence from today. If you need anything from us, don't hesitate to stop by and ask. We'll be sure to try to help to the best of our ability to make sure you're amply prepared.
Thank you.
With that, do you have any more questions for us?
No, not today.
Okay.
I might ask for a list of those experts you mentioned. To
I'm
speak
sure.
to them.
We haven't got all our replies back, but I will get a list put together of all the ones who will be accompanying us.
Thank you.
Of course. Kind of like jots down a note. I jot down a note.
You've got experts in my particular field of research that I've been asking about literally everywhere.
I know. Alright, with that, do you have any more questions for us?
Not today.
No, thank you.
Alright. Well, we do wish you luck, and we'll see you at least, at the very least, weekends.
Thank you.
Wonderful afternoon. You guys are ushered out, and the rest of the day is your guys. What do you have to do?
Pip is going to hunt the city.
Okay.
The all vigilante for her nemesis.
Alright, roll an investigation check.
I'm gonna find him working retail somewhere. A gas station.
7.
7?
Straight 7.
So with the 7, you make your way around the town, keeping your eyes open.
She's trying to be all vigilante.
You do see your sign just fill up.
Like Crunk, like Mission Impossible-ing it with their own theme music.
Yeah. Yes.
Her brother can do like a really good impression of his voice. It's
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
Love it.
Like I didn't know anyone who could do a voice like his voice that well. Anyway. So okay, you do your vigilante thing, Faye.
Gotta go spruce up for my date tonight.
Alright, how would you like to spruce?
Wash my one outfit.
Fair.
Put on Pip's skirt.
Go down to the river.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so you get your outfit washed.
Take a marine shower.
You hear people walking by. Have some decency. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So
I'm out in the woods. Leave me alone.
you're right next to a big ass city.
Yeah, but I'm still in the woods.
Fair.
Okay, then maybe I'm not at the river. Maybe I'm in my room's bathroom. Like, hello.
Just teasing you.
If I need privacy, I guess I'll go to the friggin' ensuite.
Alright, so you go get your clothes cleaned up, get yourself cleaned up a little bit. Anything else you particularly want to do to prep?
Nope.
Alright, so you were doing your vigilante thing. How long do you want to do that for?
Until she is hungry and too tired to continue.
Okay. Pip, roll a percentile dice, please. You have. I'll give the stakes ahead of time, so we all know what's gonna happen. So before you roll,
Horrible what?
Never mind.
what's your roll?
I don't know.
31.
31. Okay.
Where is it?
So Faye, you get out right before Pip gets home. Go back to the Step Shadow Tower. So that's giving you like a 45% chance. So if you roll over a 65, you can like finish on the way out. So.
Pip is probably happier not knowing.
Oh yeah, definitely. But still, she may eventually find out.
So.
And that'll
And
be a
then-
scene all on its own.
Kill her brother!
Why?
Because he needs to be a pure, innocent little boy. In Pip's eyes, he is not allowed to do such things. He is too innocent for anything. He doesn't even fight, so he shouldn't have a girlfriend.
You can only have a girlfriend if you know how to beat shit up.
Exactly.
Sorry, Shane.
Thanks. Alright, so you.
No, I'm sorry. Tell me about all the fist fights you get into in IT.
I work at the shipyard, so. Actually, a high
you
chance.
work in IT at a shipyard, Shane.
Higher
When I met
chance than
him,
you
he
think.
didn't. When
It's a-
I met him, he didn't.
It's a higher chance than you think it would be. But
He came home, like, bruised, bloody, and sometimes smelling of, like, burned flesh, yeah.
actually, the burn flesh thing is pretty true, though.
Yeah,
Oh
it
yeah, you
was.
were welding, but still.
Yes, because fist fights is the only way to be able to be in that. Anyway.
Not necessarily fistfights. Elliot just can't fight for shit. He is just the weak poor little boy who should not be in a relationship with ladies yet. He's
Sorry,
too
nerds.
young.
Alright, so you sneak out right before kind of Pip gets home. So you head out towards Elliot's place. Go. You're gonna meet him.
Yep.
And then head out for dinner.
Yep.
Pip, you make it home. You head up to your room. That's a little way to dinner. You do eventually make it down to dinner and notice Faye's not there. So, you gonna do anything about that, or you're just gonna have dinner?
I'm gonna have dinner.
Okay, just making sure. So Faye, you go meet up with Elliot.
Mm-hmm.
He takes you to a fancy place, a little many floors up. It's got a beautiful view. And it kind of like it's more like one of those rotating. I guess I already did that.
Yeah, you already
Yeah,
did
you
the
did, the
restaurant
rotating
thing.
I already did the
restaurant.
rotating restaurant thing. I don't know why that's like the first thing my mind goes to, like come up with fancy.
We've
restaurant.
never been to one, so you can't
They're
try.
really nice.
Well,
I have.
whenever people go like a fancy restaurant, like in the TV show, it's always like high up and it like has like this weird thing that it does.
Can't you do just like an Olive Garden because he's poor?
It's true. We're both operating on Maple Archivist salaries.
That's fair. Okay.
Just
he
do
takes
Olive Garden.
He takes you midway up the tower to a semi-fancy restaurant.
It's
Olive
happy hour at Applebee's and we're doing fine.
So he takes you to this. It's a nice restaurant. It's not like
He's not
Tippy top,
Forbes.
but
Come on.
it's nice. You go in. There's some like
Not asking for Sedgley's. I'm okay with Applebee's. I am not a high maintenance date.
that's fair. So you go in. There's some people like chatting, and there's like some other people, but it's a nice place. It's got a nice view out of the tower. You can see the city and the forest beyond, and it's good food. It's really good food. So
Dawn Potty and Cuisine.
yeah,
I think the nicest place that we've ever been is the Macaroni Grove.
Yeah, that's fair. Cheesecake Factory kind of counts.
Kinda. But you only have dessert there.
That's fair.
Sedgley has courses.
I know they do. Oh, we haven't gone.
I think it was probably one of my parents' single-digit anniversaries, so like it's been a while.
It's fair. It's fair. Like, trying to think. Oh, okay. I've been to fancier restaurants personally because I've been on cruises, and the meals on cruises are always.
Nope, never
fancy.
been.
They have one night. I think it's a meal like at least once during the week that's like formal dinner, and so the dinner's every night. You're supposed to at least dress up a little bit. So there's like dress code, and it's awesome.
Cool.
And you can order as much as you freaking want. And it's
I will never
great.
experience it.
You will
No.
someday.
No. It will never happen. At
What,
this
do you
point.
just like hate the ocean?
No, at this point it will never happen.
We just end up tagging along with Danny and Megan.
That's probably true.
No.
I don't know. They're going on a Disney cruise. That's expensive. I'm used to like $300-$400 cruises.
Anyway.
So, but yeah, you go. It's a nice place. You guys have a tasty meal. Drinks are good. You guys get some dessert.
Conversation is flowing.
Conversation's great. He's like the whole time, like it seems kind of like taking you up there. Yeah, he kind of proffered his arm at one point, which I imagine you took. He's like on cloud 9, but also like,
Is this happening?
is this like?
Is this a good idea? Am I being punked?
He's unsure. He's having a great time,
I was under the impression I was in the friend zone,
But
and
he's
firmly so.
but he's also kind of like waiting for the bubble to like pop. So
Like Pip to pop her ugly head up.
he's like
Ha
ready to wake up from his drink, basically.
You bastard!
So you guys have a wonderful time at dinner.
Get your hands
I'll have you know my parents were married.
Get your hands off her! She's mine!
Let's go.
This is not the love triangle I was expecting to get into in this game.
Well, it's like out of all characters I expect not to go the lesbian route, it would definitely be you two. Just saying. I know
Just
this
saying,
is D&D,
she's-
but still.
She's not my type. You jumped. I'm sorry.
It's fair.
Like she was on the lookout for being harassed after making that comment.
Yes.
Ugh. Oh, man.
Karate chopped or something, anything.
So you
Death
guys.
from above.
So it's a nice night. Afterwards, he offers for you guys to go to a stroll.
Mm.
They have a kind of like a nature floor in the Dawn Tower.
An arboretum.
Yes. So you go on. It's a nice kind of like indoor park.
I learned that word from Star Trek.
Fancy. So, you have to use that when we get to our Star Trek RPG.
Listen, Sir Patrick Stewart is a font of knowledge.
He is. So you go walk around the Arboretum. It's beautiful. They have like some fountains. And
Many trees,
quiet
even some
spots.
plants.
Places where you can walk around. And it's
A
decently
bench.
sized. Some benches. There's also some people playing music. It's people kind of like hanging around, listening and
4
dancing.
squids playing the clarinet.
There's a
No! I don't need Squidward. You haven't put so many things in here. There is no Squidwards in Field of Forest. No! Squidward is not allowed in this fantasy world. No!
I'm having such a good time right now.
No, but there's starfish. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, there's some people who picked up kind of like a pickup
forest
band.
squid.
And they're,
Are those spears coming from the sky?
all of a sudden, a meteor storm pops out of nowhere and the tower's destroyed. No, just kidding. So yeah,
Celeste, let's see all the shooting stars.
Hey, she gave me a recipe for an iron pipe.
there's some
What you trying to say, Celeste?
there's some nice music. Elliot does ask if you like to dance. So, you guys
Doing it.
It's a little bit more of a more of kind of like an upbeat tune, but you guys dance around. There's a couple other couples who are dancing.
Contra dancing.
That's what I was just about to say.
Kind of not necessarily country dance, no collar, but you guys have fun. You dancing around. It's a good time. You hang out with the music, go dance through a few songs, and then eventually kind of make your way around the Arboretum again. Eventually, kind of finding yourself a quiet bench to sit on for a few minutes.
To romance.
Cooking in this thing. Hot
Sorry.
tea.
I thought you were like romance time.
Grandmama, it's me, Anastasia. It's all I ever think of when I take things off like that.
So yeah, you guys find a quiet spot, and he's like, "Oh, this has been truly a wonderful evening. I have to say that on adventures, I kind of always thought, but never really was sure that was something that you were interested, or that was a good idea, or
I've been told I'm a little hard to read.
just a little bit. But I think you're changing a bit.
You think so?
I think so. I was able to pick up this time, I think.
It's good I was throwing it at you.
Pip is wearing up on her.
So,
No!
Oh.
Maybe I will take a few levels in Bard.
there you go.
Get out of my +(-1) charisma.
Well, actually, you have to have a certain level of something in order to take another. So, you might need more stats and charisma to be able to be bard.
I could be more of a bard than you.
I'd believe it.
I have a +1 in charisma.
I have to be honest though, what made
It's
you...
more than you have in wisdom or intelligence. So.
It's true.
I'm sorry, she.
It's good. Because I am interested in what made you kind of interested in me. I never really got that vibe from you before.
I'm comfortable with you. That's something that I've learned to value.
That makes sense. I do have to say, I'm quite comfortable with you as well, Faye.
I'm glad to hear it.
You guys kind of like snuggling up on the bench. It's quiet. It's dark, but there's that kind of like view. As you see, kind of like the lights of the city below you.
Twinkle, twinkle.
Twinkle, twinkle. All very romantic.
Mm-hmm.
All the romance.
This is the night.
It's a beautiful night, and they call it
So he does eventually, kind of like he's snuggling up to you. Eventually,
I haven't seen that movie in years, but now I've got a craving.
I think do we own it?
No.
I definitely do.
Oh.
Probably in 2 forms.
You know what? I think we own it on Voodoo because we have my mom's Voodoo account.
Oh. I've only seen it once.
Anyway, so eventually
I've
he
seen it many times.
eventually he kind of like pulls away a little bit and then turns to look at you and says, "I have to say, Faye, that this has truly been Yep.
Sorry, did I ruin the mood?
That's fine." Man, like freaking Jumanji. You remember Jumanji?
Oh God! That scene was so awkward!
The best thing I've ever seen in my life. It was so great.
Please let that not be Pitt's first kiss. Please.
I could not.
Ugh.
Meredith did like had no interest in the movie. She walks in like just after that scene. I'm like, oh my god, you would not believe what you just missed.
The first time I watched it was like the Christmas after it came out with all my family. And we're just like, ooh.
Yep.
That happened.
If you haven't seen Jumanji, it's a good watch. Many.
The first remake, not the sequel.
Yes, the first remake. Not the next level. And not the original.
Right.
I mean, although both also great movies. But I'm specifically talking about the first remake.
Though I'm gonna be real, the original Jumanji scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
That's fair. I can see that.
Even just the drums, like as soon as they started playing, I'm just like, ooh, I don't want to be here.
So, anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I did not like Jumanji when I was a kid. At all.
So fully leads in for the kiss.
Yep.
It is. That's what I'm looking for. Returned.
Romantic.
It is romantic.
Reminds me of one of my toddlers. She's awfully kissy lately, and so she'll just like. And I'm just like, you're adorable.
Yeah.
Don't give me more germs than you have to. You've already wiped your nose on me 3 times today. You're an animal.
So a nice romantic kiss is shared. Potentially continued a little bit.
Blech.
Fondling gross. Exactly how Elliot should react.
Nope, I'm attractive to Elliot.
Yeah, but I think he'd still be taken by surprise.
Yeah, if I was doing like
Be gone, unholy woman!
the spider fingers on it, that'd be a little mood ruining, perhaps.
You know. So anyway, so yeah, you guys spent some time on the park bench, and eventually, I don't know where you guys decide to go after that. I will leave that up to Faye.
It's the first date, Shane. God.
It's up to you. I would say you guys eventually make it back to Elliot's apartment
I'll be a gentleman.
To
Your
drop
brother's
him off.
virtue is stayed with me tonight.
to drop
Last
them off.
night, not so much. Tonight, sure.
So you guys get in front of like the Maple Archivist. You guys share kind of a last romantic moment, and then you bid him goodbye, and then make it back towards the Sun Shadow Tower.
Yep.
Last romantic.
So you eventually.
When two grown-ups love each other very much.
You're not. He's not grown up.
Love. I'm just gonna say when two. Yeah, anyway. So you make your way back to the Stone Shadow Tower, and make your way back up to your room after a nice evening. So, you okay, Pip?
Yeah. I'm not Pip. I'm Meredith.
Okay, you okay? Okay. So, and you guys head to bed. Is there anything particular you want to do after dinner?
Study.
Study one particular.
Anything.
Okay, so.
She goes downstairs and finds, like, a book.
Okay.
Roll a percentile die to see what it is.
From, the guy downstairs.
Wait.
From
Where's my list?
Wendell.
Where's my list? When we were doing D&D the other day.
I'm pretty sure Wendell is not full of just like smutty books.
He doesn't have to be full.
So you go downstairs. Do you want to ask him for a book, or you just gonna like go grab it?
I wrote it in the back of my thing.
She'll ask him for a book.
He says, yeah, I've got tons of books. What kind of book would you be interested in?
Something to make me smarter.
We've got a number of books that would help make you smarter. Anything particularly you want to get smarter about?
I don't know. Just maybe more wise or smarter or something.
Let's see.
Or cooler. Or something.
God dang it.
Just not magic, if possible.
Understand.
What?
Let's see.
Oh, I thought Pip was taking a swim.
I do too. I know you like swims, Pip, but not tonight.
Not in tea.
Why don't I give you this? Kind of an
Don't swim in tea.
intro to the world. Or intro to the world science.
Okay.
So, you go and read it. Bring it upstairs. It's not like a super heavy book, but it does talk about a lot of concepts, some of which you are relatively familiar with, but some you're not necessarily. How long do you want to read?
Till she falls asleep.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, you read it till you eventually nod off.
About 15 pages in.
No.
You get a good decent way through. And it's got some good information.
One sheep. Two sheep.
Right, and Faye eventually stumbles her way back in. And everybody heads to sleep. You're now on day 2 of your wait. Or day, I guess it would be day 1. No, day 2. Day 2 of your wait.
Pip will take the early morning reading, studying.
Oh dear. That birthday hit her hard.
Well, she has to be grown up now. She's going to the Feywild.
She already knows how to fight, so she's allowed to have a boyfriend. Now she needs a brain.
She does not know that she is allowed to have a boyfriend yet, because one has not appeared for her yet. She has found one guy sort of attractive for some strange reason, the guy at that bar that danced with her.
Far too old for her, but he knew it, so it's okay.
She first understood, oh, that person is interested.
Shane, remind me. There's something I need to show you after this is over.
Okay.
I'm gonna forget, but you need to remind me.
Okay.
Alright,
Let's see.
writing it down.
Yep.
Pip is studying.
So Pip is studying. Do you make your way down to breakfast?
Like at the very ends of breakfast is when she'll probably head down. Just grab something small.
So you grab something small. Faye and Daff are down there having breakfast with Wendell. You kind of run down, grab some food, and then I assume head back up to your room or go find what you're reading.
Go find a reading spot.
Okay. You guys see his Pip just kind of walks
Grabs
by with
an
a
apple or something.
with a book in her hand and then heads off.
Grabs like an apple and some meat.
It's melon that you're supposed to wrap in meat. But I suppose apples would do.
So yep. So you grab some food and head off to read some more. Faye, anything particularly you want to do with your day?
Probably start looking over all my stuff to see if I'm prepared to go into the Feywilds.
Okay. Oh. So how about there's something I've been thinking about,
Yeah.
and I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it. We're getting implement it here.
Oh, okay, okay.
You guys have a week of downtime.
Okay.
I was reading up on some campaigns where people have started, and just to kind of like an extra bonus, say sometimes we'll let the campaigns start with a feat.
Alright.
I am going to retroactively let you guys have the feat.
Okay.
You can gain a feat during this week's period by doing things to help you earn that feat.
Okay.
So I'll let you guys go pick a feat out of the list, and you guys can do things during this week to help you earn that feat.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a role play thing.
How can we do that?
So it would be under you can just D&D Beyond feats, and it'll pull up the list. And I
Okay,
can show
so
you how
I'll
to
just
add it
have
to your
to
character
edit.
sheet. Huh?
I'll probably just have to edit.
Yeah, there's a way to go add feats without having to do it through a level up into your character sheet.
Right.
Really? How?
Yes.
Yeah, remember that time I did it by accident? I
No,
can't remember
I
which
don't.
character that was for. It might have been this one.
So I should go and edit my character, right?
Nope. So you want to go look at feats first. So if you just go to the search everything at the top and go to feats, and just type in feats, and you'll be able to pull up the list.
Okay.
While you're looking at your character sheet, I'll show you guys later how to go add that feat. But that will take a little bit of while. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead. So you guys kind of like start your day, and you guys get the time to think and do. So you guys kind of decide that you want to spend this week bettering yourselves. I would assume.
For some reason, I didn't pop up.
I'll help you guys in a second. We're going to go finish up tonight's episode.
Okay.
So you guys will decide that you guys are gonna spend this week kind of getting ready, getting prepared.
Mhm.
You guys will also devote some time to learning these new abilities.
Right.
Since you have time,
Yep.
and with the Dawn Pod being this huge city, you have access to a lot of people you wouldn't normally have access to. I miss those jokes.
I don't know who this person is, but you're dead to me.
She's not a fan of puns, but I am, so please continue. I enjoy it.
Disgusting.
But yeah, so you guys are starting your week's downtime, getting prepared, doing your things, having your romantic encounters, and
Her romantic.
her romantic encounter. That you do. Yeah.
I doubt it.
So.
It'd probably be like in the back alley of like Mapleton. The back alleys of Mapleton.
Tell me how you really feel.
Yeah, I thought some bonus feats would be kind of cool and help kind of round up the characters a little bit. So that's why I decided to award it in this campaign, especially since there's only the two of you. So gives a little bit extra bonus. There's not as many not as many people to help round out the group.
I already know what feat I want, but I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, we'll do that in a second. But anyways, you guys decide upon this, and your wait begins. And that is where we'll end tonight's episode. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate having you here. Those of you we know, those of you we don't know. It was a lot of fun having you guys hang out. Those of you watching later on YouTube, thank you for checking us out, watching our videos. It's awesome. It's been a lot of fun. You know, guys, we're only
Features
like
and traits.
yeah. I'll walk you guys through it in a second. We're going almost on a year. In April, it'll be a year.
April, wow.
That we started doing this. I think it was towards the end of April when we started up our Twitch channel and got going. So we'll have to do something for our year anniversary. So
Recreate Pitt's birthday.
No.
But
Refused.
anyway,
We dress up like our characters.
that could be fun.
That would be fun.
So, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. Always appreciated. As always, we hope you stay safe out there. Definitely come back Monday nights here at twitch.tv/KDRPG at 6:30. We will be here. Glad to have you guys here. Spread the word with your friends, family. Invite them to go check us out.
Spread
Talk about us on social media.
the socials.
Anyway, have a wonderful week. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you guys next Monday on a KDRPG. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.